Well, here's my 3rd gen RX-7. It's in good shape. It's a 93, and I ordered a internal surge tank. Inside the stock fuel tank, there's this baffle, and it's just a passive system. Gas gets in it, and it gets sucked up by the stock unit here. This sits in the gas tank like so, and well, if you get below a quarter tank, you can run this dry actually and lean your engine out or get aerated fuel, detonate, and blow some seals, which actually happens to quite a few people, not just on RX-7s, but on piston engines. You'll break a ringland. So I ordered a kit from a company, what's the name of it? It's called Coachman Performance. COACHMAN Performance.com. And you can see it's got the supply fuel line. It's got the internal surge tank level. This is the only one on the market that if the level gets low inside of this, it has a trigger switch to kill boost, kill ignition, set off an alarm, whatever you want it to do. Set it up to electrocute yourself if you want. So this pops right in the tank in the stock position, just like the stock one does. This utilizes a Bosch 044 fuel pump, which is a really good OEM pump. And then what it does is it feeds fuel up to a second pump, which is right up under here. Actually, I can get a light to see better. And the beauty of it is it keeps the fuel cooler than other surge tanks. It's actually patented. Most other surge tanks aren't, but this is the only one that I ever came across that actually has a wire to trigger the, in my case, I'm triggering it to kill the boost. So, also a problem with RX-7s, and this is, I don't know how widely known this is, the stock wiring was the only 12 or 14 gauge to drive the fuel pumps. Well, if you're making a lot of horsepower and that fuel pump, it's going to draw a lot, especially if you put a bigger fuel pump on, and that fuel pump is not going to see 12 volts. It's going to see less than, which is not ideal. So if you buy the kit, if you buy the entire kit, which I did in my case, it came with a bigger wire, a much larger wire, 10 gauge, and actually I can show you how big it is. 10 gauge wire that runs up to the power source and is set up with a relay, so it'll come on and go off exactly as the stock one would have. So that's hooked up with a relay to a good 12 volt power source, and you'll never have to worry about running your car dry ever. You could probably put a liter of gas in this thing or a gallon of gas in this thing and drive around the track with sticky tires and never have to worry about blowing your engine up. So, and you can order it. You can order just the tank. I went all out and got the nice steel braided lines, even though nobody's going to see them. But the stock ones just used, believe it or not, the stock ones just used this metal tubing and these lines with these constant tension clamps. That's all that the factory used. For even the factory pump, it didn't have any positive. It just had that slid over those with a little clamp. So, and it comes with a brand new sending unit, so you can tell your fuel level. It'll also trigger your low. It'll do everything the stock pump did, but better. So you'll still be able to see how much gas is in your tank, and when you get to low fuel, the little low fuel light will still come on. So everything this had, that one has, and then some. So this is 4-wire. That up here is 4-wire also. So you're covered in the fuel department with this puppy. I don't know what horsepower this is rated up to, but I imagine you could probably do close to 700, which is more than I'll ever have on this. But yeah, if you want to check it out, go to coachmanperformance.com and you can read all about it there. It's a pretty slick deal. And like I said, this is the only one that has this switch right here that you plug in and it interrupts a circuit to set off an alarm. So it's not passive like that system is, it's active, which is a good thing. All right, most people like spending money just for show. This is actually for go and staying going. All right, bye-bye.